M. Night Shyamalan's The Sixth Sense, 1999, is the cinematic equivalent of an unassuming guest who shows up at a dinner party, quietly sits in the corner, and then, just as the evening is wrapping up, drops a bombshell revelation that makes everyone question their entire existence. It's a film that managed to convince audiences they had just witnessed something profound when, in reality, they had been tricked into believing they were paying attention. Shyamalan, an auteur with an obsession for the twist ending, crafted a movie that thrives on a simple but effective gimmick. Misdirection so good it should come with a magician's license. The plot is deceptively straightforward. Bruce Willis, playing child psychologist Malcolm Crowe, spends most of the film following around a haunted child, Cole, Haley Joel Osment, who delivers the now infamous line, "I see dead people." The audience, like Malcolm, is led to believe they are in the middle of a conventional ghost story. Meanwhile, Shyamalan orchestrates a game of narrative three-card Monty, masterfully ensuring that the viewer never quite notices the film's big secret, until it's too late. This, of course, is the movie's piece de resistance. Malcolm has been dead the whole time. Cue gasps, mental rewinds, and at least one person in every 1999 movie theater whispering, "Wait, what?" The brilliance of The Sixth Sense is that it weaponizes inattentiveness. It exploits the natural human tendency to accept information at face value. Malcolm is interacting with Cole, so Malcolm must be alive, right? It is only upon closer inspection, or during the second or even third viewing, that one notices the peculiar lack of direct engagement between Malcolm and any other living character. Shyamalan manipulates cinematic conventions, breaking the unspoken rules of character interaction just enough that the audience fails to realize they are only ever witnessing half a conversation. Yet for all its strengths, The Sixth Sense is not without its flaws. The film's pacing, much like Bruce Willis's performance, is remarkably subdued. It moves with the urgency of a Victorian ghost, politely asking permission to haunt a house. Every scene is draped in melancholic lighting and the color palette seems to be permanently stuck on mournful autumn. Then there is the issue of Cole himself, a child so somber and introspective that he makes most adults look emotionally underdeveloped by comparison. Haley Joel Osment's performance is undeniably remarkable, so much so that it remains one of the greatest child actor achievements in cinema history. However, his character's dialogue often feels like it was written by a particularly poetic ghost rather than an actual 9-year-old. One cannot help but wonder if the real twist in the movie is that Cole is actually a centuries-old philosopher trapped in a small boy's body. The film also leans heavily on its ominous atmosphere, occasionally at the expense of logic. The ghosts Cole sees are often gruesome and violent, seemingly unaware that they could appear in less terrifying forms. Why exactly must they always be bloodied, broken, or in various states of distress? If they are just lost souls seeking closure, perhaps a more approachable demeanor would yield better results. At the very least, it would make Cole's life significantly less nightmarish. Ultimately, The Sixth Sense is a masterclass in psychological horror and narrative sleight of hand. It manages to be both emotionally affecting and structurally clever, even if it takes its themes of loneliness and regret so seriously that it sometimes borders on the humorless. The movie's legacy, of course, is tied to its twist, so much so that it has arguably overshadowed everything else about it. For better or worse, The Sixth Sense remains a landmark in cinematic storytelling, a movie that ensured audiences would forever be suspicious of Bruce Willis's mortality in every subsequent film. And for that we must thank or blame M. Night Shyamalan. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Quirky Critic signing out.